Today we're looking at a good budget pour for fall, Tullamore D.E.W Cider Cask Finish. Welcome to 4 Leaf Whiskey. So today we're taking a look at Tullamore D.E.W Cider Cask Finish. Now this one you might not have seen around as much. This was supposedly a limited edition, and then I've also heard that it's been discontinued. It doesn't say anything about being limited on the label, but I have started to see it disappear from shelves. I don't think it's being restocked where I'm at. So it may very well be discontinued, but you're still gonna find lots of these around. This one was recently discounted where I'm at to, I believe it's like $33. This is actually the 1 liter size bottle. And I think it's a great whiskey for fall. So this one is a blend of single pot still malt and grain whiskey. It's been triple distilled. It's 40% ABV, 80 proof. So it is on the entry end as far as ABV goes. I really enjoy this one. It has been finished in whiskey casks that were seasoned with apple cider that they said was early in the fermentation. So it gives it a nice sweetness. I'm starting to be a bigger fan of Tullamore D.E.W solely because they're bringing back wolfhounds into their advertising, into their labeling. You can't see, but the top of the Tullamore D.E.W bottle I have does have 2 wolfhounds on it. You guys know I have an Irish wolfhound, so I'm a sucker for any whiskey that has wolfhounds incorporated. So this is a really nice, kind of a darker gold color. I don't know if it's natural. It doesn't really say on the label if they use any artificial coloring. Tullamore D.E.W is, they have a really, really neat distillery experience. If you find yourself in County Offaly, you can definitely smell apple on the nose. This is just apples all day long. Apples, vanilla, honey, a little hint of spice like a cinnamon, just a little bit on the nose. A lot of apples, as you would expect. A lot of fresh red apple, vanilla, real short finish. I kind of wish this one did last a bit longer. I'm getting a little bit of that spice that I got on the nose, but it's more clovey than cinnamon on the palate. A little bit of nutmeg too, but it's not very, very spicy. One of the things I really love about this whiskey is that it's versatile. This is something you could sit and just pour neat, pour and enjoy. This also is a good one for cocktails. Now, I don't really have any other cider cask finished Irish whiskey I could compare this to, so I'm going to share one of my favorite Tullamore D.E.W cider cask finish cocktail recipes. Okay, I have all my ingredients. So I kind of call this my Tullamore apple pie. It's a really good hot drink, especially as we get into these colder months. And I don't really get hugely into cocktails, but this is one I really like. If you like whiskey cocktails or even just spirits cocktails, I'm going to put the link in the description to the Women of Whiskey's cocktail challenges that they just had. Super amount of fun. I submitted one. I'm going to win next year, I'm telling you. But here are the ingredients for my Tullamore apple pie. So we have the Tullamore cider cask. I have got some spiced apple cider. I just went with a little packet. You could also just use the stuff out of the gallon jug at this time of year. We've got our Irish butter and cinnamon sticks. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this spiced cider in the glass. Tear here to open. Yeah, I figured. I brought my scissors as backup. I figured that was not going to go according to plan. So we just dump the powder in here. And then I'm going to add 6 ounces of hot water. About that much hot water. You can see even my hot pad has wolfhound on it. And we need to mix this until it's completely dissolved. Okay, now we're gonna add just about half a teaspoon of Irish butter. I'm sure you could use other kinds of natural butter. We always have Irish butter in the house. It is the absolute best for baking and cooking. So not a lot, just like half a teaspoon. And I kind of stir that around too, just to let it melt. Get that nice and melty. Now we're going to add our Tullamore D.E.W cider cask. This, I believe, is 1.5 ounces. You could always add a little more to this because since it's apple cider, it just blends right in. Give that a little stir. And then set my spoon down. Last but not least, we're going to add our cinnamon stick. There we go. And you are done. It does taste like liquid apple pie. It tastes exactly like apple pie. This whiskey was made for a drink like this, and I think it's a really good one for hot winter months.